Welcome to another episode of Modern Malay Magic. This week, first we have from Eri Abdul Rahim. They found a kind of a voodoo doll that was brought by the floods in Indonesia. So this woman is holding up the doll that was found. Next, we have from Linda Heniwati. Try and check the aura of your home by using salt mixed with water. So, in case if your household is there's often conflict happening in your home, fights, then try to check your home's aura. Mix salt in water, and then put it, for example, under a wardrobe or a sofa, and see whether it changes color. And if it becomes brown like this overnight, that means your home has a negative aura. Next one from Ustaz Ahmad Dusuki. You can do ruqya on your own self by reading this while holding the part of your body that hurts. So you can say Bismillah 3 times and then read this dua that you seek protection from God and His powers from the illness that you are currently facing. And supposedly it's from a hadith. Next, we have from islamhaq.id. These Habibs on screen, like a holy man, well, they said that they drank the blood of the Prophet. So this account likes to expose people that look very religious but actually are promoting all kinds of non-Islamic things according to them. Next one from Pakman 0305. Every week we will have from part one from Pakman. So he said the caption says, "Do you think it's fun being a healer? You get tempias. Tempias is like you get splashed. Like if there's a puddle of water and a car drives into it, then the water splashes on you. Tempias. So he said you kind of get splashed on by illnesses from other people that you treat, and these illnesses can kind of accidentally get to you or your families. So he's showing how he has to cleanse himself. From next one from Fai Chilacap. This is also from the floods, a scene from the floods in Sumatra, I think. So the man in this video is saying that this house in the background was spared from the landslides. So that he said he asked the people in that who living around this house who lives there, and the people said that the people in this home are very consistent in reading Surah Yasin every week. So that is why their home was spared. Next one from Pakman again. So you can do this and it will help you get rid of your debts and you will have abundance coming when you least expect it. So the thing you can do is to recite this dua, and this dua is asking for wealth and to be spared from harm. Also from a hadith. And you should recite it after every Friday prayer. Next one from Greg Jacob. Uh, well, this one seems scary, but actually it has just a very innocent ending. This family, okay, the caption says that this flower smells so fragrant that the whole family got scared. So what is this flower? Let's see. I believe I think this is a Dracaena plant. So it grows in their backyard, and then these flowers bloomed, and they said it was so fragrant that everybody got scared because in the Malay world, fragrant flowers are often associated with the supernatural. And the comment said, this is just a normal flower called the Andong or Kencono Wungu flower. Some call it 100 years flower because it doesn't bloom that often. In different countries, like Hong Kong, they say that when it blooms, it will bring luck to the owner. People say, "Oh, you're so lucky," because they also have the tree, but it's been decades and they haven't seen it blossom. So that's why it's called 100 years flower. Oh, here the name of the tree is called Dracaena fragrans or Capra. So they're saying like, oh, this family should feel so lucky that they actually saw it flowering because it's so rarely flowers. From Sahabat Weton, this is written in Javanese, but I think there's a caption. Okay, it says, if you have reached the grave, that means it has reached the peak of heartache, and that is truly, truly special. I think he's promoting some kind of love charm or love spell because you can see this person is holding like two photos, I presume of the couple, and then they use flowers. It's usually for love spells. Okay, next one from Pendeka Langit Official. So the man in the video, I don't know who he is, but they say it's from YouTube, so you can see whether there's a link to it. He said there is a kind of magic that comes from Kalimantan itself, so that is indigenous to Kalimantan, that is called the Santet Racun Hidup, or the live poison spell, and the Air Pasang spell, or the high tide spell. So, firstly, to get this, some of the symptoms of this being afflicted by this spell is that you it's not immediate. So, like after 3 months, 3 weeks, suddenly the somebody vomits blood. So they're saying, oh, that's how you know it's effective. And then the high tide spell, it causes bloating when it's high tide, and when it's low tide, the bloating goes away. And then to get this live poison spell, Santet Racun Hidup, you have to do a very, very horrible thing, which is sacrifice, like human sacrifice. You need some sort of blood sacrifice. In the video, he goes a bit further into what that is. And it's super scary. And then it says, there's a disclaimer just for education. Please don't copy this. So you can see, read in Malay what it says you have to do to get this special spell. Okay, next Pakman again. Oh no, this video got a lot of Pakman. Parents, uh, please take care of your child. So if you have small children, you should. I mean, I think he's promoting a very, according to attachment parenting, very good practices. So he's saying in the morning, within the first 10 minutes of them waking up, make sure you hug them and kiss them. Then he adds in his, special um, practice that he should do, and that is to read Surah Al-Kautsar after you hug and kiss your children, and then to blow it onto their ubun, or like their hairline, and that will make sure they grow up smart and a good child. This one from Bang Putra Pradipta and Na Bagusni. So he's saying like, what if you go to someone's house and you're served a drink, and then you are worried that there's something in the drink? So he gives something from a hadith as well, that is that he mentions. Khalid bin Walid also practiced this, to read this doa before you eat or drink anything at someone's house. Okay, this one, Dr. Juliana.cht and House of Peace. So at first I thought also this was like a spell, because he said sumpah is a curse. So she's talking about one of her clients. Whatever he did, he always failed. Turns out he was cursed by his father. His father sort of put a curse on him when he was small. But then, as I was watching the video, she's talking about how the father spoke to him when he was young. The father said something like, "Oh, you are such a useless child." So she said that this affected this man, who was 60 years old, and he came to her for therapy. And then through hypnotherapy, they figured that this was the cause of his inability to like, or his low self-esteem and inability to like achieve success. She said because when parents say such things to their children when they're young, like you're useless, it's kind of a curse, because then with the low self-esteem, in this case her client was able to work when it involved mindless or straightforward work, but then when it comes to creative works, he was not able to do it. Okay, and last one, I think from Ria897. I believe this is is it a podcast or just a radio show? So he's saying that yes, black magic will exist. Black magic or sihr will exist. Even though it's 2025, it will exist till the end of time. So he said based on the level of shirk. So shirk is like one of the greatest sins, which is to worship something other than God, based on the level of shirk acts that one has to do, then the stronger the black magic is, like the blacker the magic is. So you can read the caption, what he mentions. Okay, the last line, yep. So he said, to get black magic powers, it's not easy. You have to do multiple acts of shirk, such as this is one of the example, disrespecting the Quran by using it in the bathroom, which is considered an unclean place. And then, yeah, so you can see here the last line is also one of the things that people do in order to get very strong black magic. Okay, that's all for this week. See you next week.